Paul Scholes reflects on rollercoaster first week as Oldham Athletic manager. It has been some introduction to management for Paul Scholes. Following his grand unveiling last Monday, which saw the world's media descend on Boundary Park, the Manchester United legend experienced the euphoria of a flying start 24 hours later. His side secured a 4-1 victory on his dugout debut as Yeovil were sent packing by his fired-up side. However, a last-minute equaliser from Crewe Alexandra on Saturday saw the feel-good factor take a hit. That was followed by a morale-sapping 2-1 defeat at the hands of lowly Morecambe on a home pitch rapidly resembling a mudbath on its third outing in 7 days. And Scholes had felt all three emotions during his first week in charge. It was not lost on the typically frank 44-year-old when he arrived for his press conference ahead of Saturday's League Two clash with promotion-chasing Bury to find the ranks of assembled journalists in the small press room under the main stand had fallen to just 5, including 2 from the club itself. "Brilliant, the numbers are down," he said as he came through the door. "You can tell we've lost a game." Many eyebrows were raised when Scholes agreed to take over at the League Two club he watched with his father as a youngster, a club that has suffered decades of decline and endures well-reported off-field issues. The suspicion was that Scholes was simply bored of the occasional outing as a pundit and wanted to add meaning and competition to his days. "He certainly has that now. It's been hectic," he said. "There's not been much time to think and there's always something to do. It's made time go quicker. You sense that, while it is early, there are no regrets, although there is an acknowledgement his golf game may suffer. I'm worried about my handicap," he said. "I can't believe I've taken the job and the weather's just started to get nice. But you still get Wednesday and Sunday off and I'll be out. You need something to get away from it. You can't be focused on it all the time. I can't spare 3-4 hours on a Wednesday morning. Living 15 minutes drive away from your place of work can also help. I can still drop my lad off at school and pick him up at tea time, which is the most important thing for me," Scholes added. "There's still plenty of time to relax and focus on your family." One of the biggest issues to confront one of the most decorated players in English football history as he gets to grips with life and management has been the state of Oldham's threadbare pitch, which continues to suffer from the area's notorious Pennine climate and a lack of investment. Already, Scholes has called for money to be spent on it, and a further plea speaks volumes about the type of player he was. "It has to happen," he said. "The group of players we have are very good technically, I know that. When you're on a pitch like we're on, instead of wondering where it's going next, you're wondering how it's going to bounce and whether you can control it. The training pitch is another worry. Scholes is limiting time spent on it to protect heavy surfaces and legs but is reluctant to come across as a moaner. Compared to some teams we are quite lucky with what we've got," he said. "We've got more than a lot of clubs at this level and possibly League One, but we definitely need to invest in the pitch and the training pitches." Scholes takes his men to local rivals Bury, where they will be backed by an away support north of 3,000. There will be pressure not only to win, but to get one over on class of '92 pals Phil and Gary Neville, who have long-standing family links with their hometown clubs. But it is another former teammate with Bury links who has already been in touch. "I've spoken to Chris Casper, current Salford City sporting director and ex-Bury manager," said Scholes. "I think he's tried to get my team out of me but he's got no chance." On his second Sunday off, Scholes will settle in front of a television to watch United square off against rivals Liverpool. As is often the case when the two old foes meet, there has been talk over whether a clash against the old enemy remains of more importance to United fans than the derby with neighbours City. Who better to ask than Scholes, born and raised in nearby Middleton? "Being a Manchester lad, I always thought City would be the biggest one," he said. "They had that period when they weren't a direct competitor, whereas Liverpool has always been there. The amount of league titles won is the big thing that keeps that rivalry going. I'd say it's Liverpool, but if City start winning league after league after league, that will take it over." Back to Bury, for whom Scholes says he has prepared thoroughly. However, if things are not going according to plan, will he be tempted to dust off his own boots? His honesty again comes to the fore. "No," is the blunt response. "I'm too old. My legs have gone."